Traveling to Hanamura. Ready for battle.
Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome obviously to Hanamura, as has been stated. We're looking at some amateur competitive today again. Team 2, the Kelowna Gas, looking to take this map one more time. Crisis on the tank line here this time, showing the Reinhardt where he's been getting comfortable the last couple months. Kawasaki on the Mercy and Giant Wharf on Lucio for now, roles that we know they're comfortable with. Snorlax on Lucio where he's very strong. Rascal showing Widow for now where we know he loves to play. We'll see how long that pick lasts. Freak set up on the Wrecking Ball in the high ground for now, a bit of an interesting strategy to start. And here comes Team 2 for the Hanamura attack. Carlos headed straight through with the pile drive, headed towards the point. Kind of split Team 1 there early. We'll see if Team 2 is able to follow through and get to that point with him. And it looks like they are. Team 2 just pushing straight through to the objective here. First couple kills are going to spell, obviously, this team fight most likely. And a nice wall coming in from J-Fin. A game of tetherball going around on the bell here, and Freak finds 2. The support line for Team 2 gone. Yeah, Crisis falls subsequently, and Carlos probably running away with that Discord on him. Heading back to the point, it looks like not exactly sure why. I guess just looking for some ult charge. It's going to probably cost him his life. Yeah, in the coming seconds, there it is. Yeah, obviously Carlos has kind of the highest ult charge in the lobby, or close to it at the moment. But interesting way to use your life there is Wrecking Ball. Now Team 2 obviously needing to fully regroup. Obviously Jay cut off and discovered in the back, it looks like. Yeah, Team 2 at the risk of losing another team fight early. Oh, and Crisis charges in but is booped by Snorlax and ends up falling off the map. What an angle and what a read by Snorlax, just using that ability to probably turn this team fight. Although the ult comes out from Carlos, Grandmaster finds one. Kawasaki down, Grandmaster another. I tell you, this is winnable for Team 2 here. With all those kills from Grandmaster and Carlos, yeah, Giant Ward finding another one, barely surviving there. And Crisis on his way back in. Oh, a late kill from Carlos's minefield here. Yeah, and Team 2 holding on to that with about 3 players it was at one point. And it looks like they're going to win the objective here. Pending, 1 or 2 more kills. Yeah, looking for May here in the corner. She's hacked. It's done. Wow, alright, good stuff from Team 2. Grandmaster and Carlos going big on that point and able to save a couple of ults there, but Team 1 obviously in much better shape there. The picks came so early, almost no ults came out from them. They've got coming up on 5 here to hold this point. It could be a little while before we see Team 2 make a significant push. Valdez already finds Giant Wharf. Carlos on the point again, so aggressive on the Wrecking Ball today. And it looks like he's going to be punished this time. Yep, Valdez finds him as well. Rascal finds, obviously, Jay with a nice headshot. Crisis just kind of strafing back and forth, searching for hope, but with all those picks, you have to imagine they'll have to hold on. Kawasaki making the move onto the brig, probably looking to charge up a rally at some point to win out a later team fight. But for now, Team 2 looking a little bit spread out. Crisis kind of lucky that pin got stuck, otherwise he might have been exposed in the back. J-Fin's Blizzard comes out basically in spawn, kind of a weird placement there. Everybody a little split. Freak falls off the map. Here comes Grandmaster's ult. Oh, and with a hack that could be deadly, but Valdez ulting in response. Okay, Carlos finds J-Fin. Obviously, Jay finds Valdez. The Gravitic Flux coming through, and that's a solid response there with 2 kills right back. Oh, but that Shatter gets 2, and it looks like that's going to be 2 kills off the pin. Oh my goodness, Crisis with 2 huge kills there. And instead of just stealing 50%, it looks like they might be fighting this out all the way, Team 2, off of the back of those kills. Obviously, a sound barrier to come through for Team 1, but it'll probably be 2 sound barriers in the next fight. Crisis finds another one. Yeah, so both the sound barriers coming out there, just kind of canceling out so far. Cone chases Grandmaster off the high ground. It looks like Grandmaster's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, so Cone finds Grandmaster. Carlos finds Valdez. The rally coming through, and Crisis has charged up the second Earth Shatter so fast. Okay, a kill onto Snorlax, and Cone again. Crisis with 2 before the shatter, and in the same position he shatters and gets 2 again. Crisis with like 4 kills there, and it looks like they're gonna win that point. Absolutely wild from Crisis, Kawasaki, and obviously Jay there. The rally, a double kill off the pin, then the shatter, the EMP to follow up, and that is the attack completed with 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock here for Team 2.
Initiating match.
Crazy stuff there. Looked like they might lose it there at 50% progress, but once again, just about 3 players seems to be all it takes from Team 2 to just decide the point is theirs today. Really coming to play. Obviously, switching to the defense now. We'll see if they make a couple of switches. Crisis maybe opting off the Rhine for defense. We'll see. And then I can't imagine Rascal going back to the Widow. Yeah, so showing Sombra May for now. Jfin just sticking with what was going, well, decently well, I guess. I would have expected the sim from him, but all right. And Team 2 making, yeah, every character a switch, it looks like here. Crisis onto Sigma, gonna kind of bunker up with Torbjorn May. Carlos, I guess, opting to go up and disrupt with Winston this time instead of the Wrecking Ball. Showing early as if he's gonna take the same kind of aggressive, disruptive approach. Obviously, Jay maybe headed out for a cheeky freeze or wall, or yeah, probably just the wall, and then headed back to the team. We'll see. Try and sneak around the corner here. Yeah, just took a few shots and headed back. Giant Dwarf and Kawasaki with a pretty aggressive support comp here. We'll see how that plays out. Cone switching over onto the Rhine. Frozen up early and discorded, maybe in trouble health-wise early. And Crisis finding a crazy angle onto Jfin beside that wall. Yeah, Cone's still in trouble health-wise. Snorlax not able to do enough of the healing. Discorded and found himself. Giant Dwarf looking strong on the Zen early. Cone discorded and in trouble again. We'll see if this Reinhardt lasts. It's in trouble early for Cone. Oh, finding a kill at very low health. Hard to believe he killed Carlos diving onto him there. And now healed up. Valdez obviously on the Ana. A lot of healing at once and a crazy Bionade. Found about 3? No, that one is just 2, I think, but obviously Jay killed off it. That's the second big Bionade. Last one was kind of in the mix. Oh, Cone's Earth Shatter. Maybe a desperation ult there. Killed by Giant Dwarf while trying to drop the Shatter. And Team 1 looking in trouble here. Still going for this push, but Valdez and Snorlax killed. Freak low. Alright, Giant Dwarf does use the trance here, but Carlos and Grandmaster once again finding a bunch of kills. You know, Carlos has been in trouble, punished at times for jumping up so aggressively, but in the clutch now, that's twice that him and Grandmaster have just gotten 3-4 kills themselves. And here, yeah, the Discord again, and Cone drops. Hard to imagine him staying with the Reinhardt, but it looks like he will. The Primal Rage used all the way up at spawn here. Interesting wall from Jfin. Obviously, Jay has moved on to the Junkrat, I guess, just looking out to put a little more damage at once here. Giant Dwarf there finds Cone again, making life hell for the Reinhardt here, and finds Snorlax as well. Crisis with a nuts rock from range onto a discorded Valdez. Carlos onto a discorded Zarya. Every kill, it feels like, has that little Zen head to represent the Discord Orb. Giant Dwarf has looked so good. And him and Kawasaki with a very aggressive support comp here. But as we know, one way of reducing damage taken is to reduce damage dealers, if you will. And it looks like that's the philosophy Team 2 is leaning into in the second round. Alright, so Giant Dwarf's trance comes out as a response to the grab, which found 3, and then obviously Jay in so much trouble health-wise, but it looks like he's going to survive for now. Giant Dwarf healing him up. Rascal in an interesting position, maybe waiting for a hack onto Grandmaster, but just kind of standing around for now. Giant Dwarf finds Valdez again. Rascal kind of out of the team fight on Sombra right now. You'd love to see him change. Yeah, in a bit of trouble, it looks like. Carlos finds Snorlax. Crisis finds Cone here. Crisis hasn't been as loud on the Sigma, but has been really strong here in the defense. Kawasaki and Giant Wharf, yeah, finding kills themselves. What a DPS support line here. And what, 5? Just used 1 ult and coming up on 5 here for Team 2. In very good shape ult-wise with 30 seconds left. Hard to imagine almost what will come through. Snorlax probably looking to speed through and use a sound barrier. Okay, Jfin finds an early kill into Carlos, finally punishing that Winston. But we'll see if they can really move through with some of these ults to stop them. I mean... Alright, Grandmaster going to throw out the Molten Core early. Crisis following up with the Gravitic. So many times we've seen 3 heads on these kills for Team 2, playing together so well. Snorlax does sneak right through the middle, brought a few friends, and drops the sound barrier, but in trouble here. It's like 6-2 on the point. Freak does find Crisis, but Grandmaster finding Jfin. And a desperation grab back at the end, but all the kills coming through for Team 2, and that is gonna be the Hanamura win for Team 2, the Kelowna Gas right here. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. A wild one here. And, of course, you can find me, as always, CrisisCasts on Twitter. Thanks again for joining me.